Reverend Kenji, can you offer the prayer?
Yes, please join me in prayer. Dearest Heavenly Parent and victorious, beloved true parents of heavenness and humankind, we gather together, as the leaders of the Oceania, centering on Reverend Yutaka, to discuss the things in the our region and also the worldwide movement as well. So to be able to make ourselves as a one mind, one body, one mindset, one harmony, centering on true parents, so that we can smoothly move forward in order to substantiate Chonggil-guk step by step. And we know that the very difficult situation that the Japan's movement the going through, but through Mother, the giving us a hope that this is the pain to give the new birth, and so we really hope that the heavens the intervention to take place, so that the all people can know about what we have been doing and what we are standing for, as we are going to take the older people to heavenly direction, so that the world peace gonna take place for good. Despite the many people cannot see the hope for when looking at the world today, but we clearly see the hope by the practicing the principle that we have been told by our beloved true parents. We should be able to create the better society, nation, and world. Heavenly Parent, true parents of heavenness and humankind, we're so grateful for you have been guiding us and trusting us as the sons and daughters of you, and let us, Father, the fulfill our portion of responsibility, so that we can offer the joy to you. From now on, so we are going to have the weekly update meeting for update, and I would like to ask you for your presence and guidance from the beginning to the end, so that we can start the coming week with the clear the direction to go. I report all those things on behalf of brothers and sisters, and in the name of Kinjin Keiko Watanabe, in the name of blessed family of Chonggil-guk, Aju.
Aju. Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming today. So first of all, thank you for your attendance yesterday. The PCLC, we could see many countries involvement joining. So please prepare the photo and some short testimony or feedback from participants, and also send to Reverend Stone. So this is one of important things. Mrs. Margaret, did you organize something yesterday, PCLC? Hello?
No, unfortunately, all the groups that we reached out to, the timing at 3 o'clock, it was just so difficult for people. We first reached out to the Modakney school, which is another religion, and there was a conflict of time at 3 p.m. And then we reached out to the Catholic nuns and a priest, and also they had a meeting and couldn't get out of that meeting, unfortunately. And then we reached out to the evangelical women that I'm working with, and they also, you know, it's a time of work, so it was not easy to gather all these groups that we were working with, unfortunately. Only Tim and I attended yesterday, but couldn't get any of the groups to come. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Thank you. So anyway, PCLCs are important for our Pacific. So I think we should follow up after yesterday event. So please also follow up continuously. So collect our report. And also now, world situation, especially Japan situation, is not easy. So really, we have to pray. I had the leadership changing also happened in Japan. Our Reverend Tokuno was changed to Reverend Chujinte, one of the Korean leader in the first sub-region before I heard. So he will take over some champion side. But I don't know the Choniwon side, maybe nobody. But the champion chapter leader side maybe will be changed to Chujinte. So depends. I think little by little there is also the leadership changing. And one thing, former Japanese missionary to Oceania, they have a former Oceania missionary group, and sister, who is that? Sister Hasegawa-san, you know Hasegawa-san? So she said really many missionary, even the Japanese missionary, before they invested to Oceania before, they are also suffering under these circumstances. So she's asking if our national leader or leader can give some encouragement message or comment. So please overcome. Thank you for your hard work. We will always appreciate something. Then really become the at least encouragement. So please send to Jenny. I hope Jenny will please correct this one. National leaders. Then I will send together. Jenny is better, right? Or Reverend Stone? Maybe Jenny is okay.
It's good if Jenny collects them. Yeah.
Okay, so please Jenny, correct. Okay, so many things. Let's really do well and unite well. So thank you everyone. So let's listen the update. So Reverend Gu is here. Thank you Reverend Gu to come. Do you have some update? Please.
Yeah, good afternoon, all leaders. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm now still in Korea. This time, almost every day communicate with Norman about Solomon Island. Solomon Island church issue is to extension build classroom, our New York Academy. This is biggest issue. We do best, improve the classroom, continue. Okay, already I report the design and new plan or schedule in the region and continental. No yet answer any. Also, I know about our church situation. Japan very typical. Korea every year, no have money because this time, headquarters. The Churumada direction is support Solomon to building the school, classroom and high school, but this is maybe delayed. We cannot waiting for headquarter support currently. Also, Norman and me every day discussing about how to build the continue of the school classroom. Also, one of Korean, he's a Christian in Mr. Lee. He truly want to support our project. He have been working support also our New York Academy School. So he also making idea or discussion with Norman. Also, he want to support best of two or build our class school. He's very honestly support us. And then also Solomon Island this week have 5-day workshop. Norman do best everything now. Also classroom extension, building classroom and witness workshop. Also how to provide more this kind of project money. He he really talking with Mr. Lee how to. Mr. Lee have one of a businessman. He is very support well, good idea give to him. He is now selling any product. Now I contact with him, with Norman, and he support Norman how to going on, providing money in Solomon Island our own. He many guidance and supporting, and Norman now doing something now in Solomon Island. Another thing is before we no problem about continue our Solomon Island school project. The money provided from America, but after COVID virus, we are now headache. One very big issue have in America. Four members run away from the ILTP group. They don't make any issue about something because we too best bring back to Solomon Island those four members. This member is really not joining yet, our team. Mr. Kim, America RTP director, also many to do have do something, how to bring back to Solomon Island those four members. Then we continue send America another members this time. After COVID virus, very hard to get a visa. And then we don't have enough member in America, only one member activity there. Those other four members not join yet. This is one of the making issue, but the opposite issue we have. Because Norman and me, America, Mr. Kim, director RTP, we discuss well how to solve all, or how to support Solomon Island developing for school project. We last night also I communicate with Mr. Kim America. He also having an issue and how to supporting Solomon Island school project. He truly want to support the Solomon Island develop. I have kind of an environment, but still after COVID virus cannot developing yet. If we get easy to get visa, America visa, we can send in another good members, but this time also very hard to get the visa Solomon Island people. Norman, Norman, he will solve. He want to try to solve all kind of situation. He want to more developing Solomon Island church and school project everything. We also support here to best. Also, I want to make a chance to go to Solomon Island this time. I try to go to Solomon Island, not yet make money enough for budget flight fee. And Solomon Island flight is very expensive because I'm not yet making enough money. Yeah, I really want to go Solomon Island this time for school classroom and more detailed things, more working with Norman. But if I preparing traveling money, I will visit Solomon Island soon. This is the current situation, and today I heard Norman cannot attend this meeting because Women Federation Department Director in Oceania, the Ann. Ann report to you, or I don't know. Ann, today this time visit Solomon Island. I don't know sure purpose clear, but Norman saying he go to the airport because Ann to visit Solomon Island with the husband. I don't know sure their purpose visit Solomon Island clearly. Yeah. Okay, this is an update of Solomon Island activity situation.
Okay, thank you very much, Reverend Gu.
Yeah.
So really now world level financial is really difficult. Really,
Yeah.
you stopping the all support for UPF or another country. So really we have to find how to even survive and how to make money. And I think Mrs. N, yeah, she's really alive today. I just received a few days before. They are going to visit school or something. I'm not sure detail, but anyway, I think they try to do something.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
Reverend John,
thank you.
Did you say me, Reverend Doug?
Yeah, Reverend John.
Yeah, okay. I just didn't quite hear, sorry. So thank you, Reverend Yutaka. Greetings, everyone. Not really a lot to update from last time. We're continuing the witnessing with the UPA cadets, and today, again, they're meeting their guests that they've already made appointments with, because I'm also preparing this Saturday for the next introductory lecture, and this one's going to be on the topic of understanding God, and they've already got a number of guests, existing guests and new guests to come, and also today they're going out again with a second gen Moyu. Interesting name. She's Japanese and she's going to be here for a few months, and she's very only just recently regained her faith. I was talking to her, and she, for many years, not connected, not understanding, not really even fully believing God or true parents or anything. But recently, she, because her best friend is currently a UPA cadet and actually in the same class as Insung, who's the leader of the group here, and the UPA cadet contacted Insung to say that she's coming to Australia, this Moyu, and so she did. She's only been here a short time, and she's had already gone out witnessing yesterday and going out again from her own desire, because she's had an experience that helps her to understand her faith and who she is, and she really wants to really experience God. So been helping them, and I just now came up from, they were just having lunch and I just came up, and now they're going out for the afternoon. And yeah, it's a lot of time is making sure that they are happy, challenging themselves, meeting many people, and we have a very good internal discussions, and they often have many questions. So it's good that they're there, and it's very inspiring. Also, the PCLC yesterday for Australia, we had a good event in Melbourne, and with 3 pastors coming. In Sydney, we didn't really have any pastors. We had just 2 of our VIP guests, and they were very much inspired. And interestingly, when Mother said several times, and not just Mother and others as well, that Mother is the only begotten daughter, they didn't react particularly. They didn't. Obviously, they absorbed it, and the only comments I got is Mrs. Moon still alive? And I said, yes, she's 80. And then she goes, oh, wow. And then one of them, Sophie York, said, Mrs. Moon is truly a great lady. She's done so much, and very misunderstood. So, and Sophie, and also the other one, Auntie Pearl, who came, are both wanting to know more. And my plan is to introduce a divine principle and education, and then basically say, that they are the true parents, and that's I'm meeting again with them, and so that's very hopeful from that point of view. And just basically those sort of focus. I mean, we are planning together with Daniel to do a family jamboree at the end of the year during the weekend of the Australia Day, where all families around Australia will come together and we meet as a community and a family. And we're just going over the program, and we'll be advertising that in Australia anyway. And there's a number of events that are happening that we need to also get ready for, like some of the holy days that are coming. I think that's about all, really. So thank you. And
Okay, thank you, Reverend John. Next, Reverend Kenji, please.
So good afternoon, Reverend Yutaka and all the leaders of Oceania and regional staff, brothers and sisters. We are continuously preparing for the Youth and Family Peace Day, which is going to be held on 11th of November. That is day of the Armistice Day. Now we set up the National Family Day petition on the day. The more we share the vision and this event, the more people really inspired and join in. And for instance, we also had a meeting with the community leader this afternoon. She was just inspired by the brochure that she got it, and then she asking us whether or not her organization to put on the brochure and become the partner for the event. And we of course they welcome them, and now we got I think 7 the partners from the outside, and in total, including our organizations, I think 11 organizations to make the event as a collaborative event, which looks nice. Of course, this is a beginning, and a lot of things we need to discuss and improve for the future, but it's going to be an annual event to create more momentum until the day gonna become the National Family Day as a holiday. And our goal is to make it happen by 2027. And also small initiative that I took initiative, which is the Student Peace Club in the tertiary education institution, and the staff that I met at the open day was very positive, and they start communicating with them, and now that they are happy to have the Peace Club in the Manukau Institute of Technology as the one of the second gen Toksu is studying there, and that's actually a very good opportunity for us. And really hope that we can set up the Peace Club properly so that we can the seminars and activities centering on the campus. That's the hope, and really hope that we can set up the foundation to be able to receive the UPA student next year through that foundation. And regarding the PCLC, So mainly the PCLC activities the operated by the Jeffrey. He's developed a couple of since couple of years ago, connecting with the local pastors who owned the very small congregation, the small with a small chapel at the garage or somewhere, but very good people, and we had wonderful, cozy the watch party yesterday, and yes, some of you may notice that the cross was the behind us. That's the chapel actually renovated from the garage. And anyway, young pastors are really inspired by the actually contents as well as the our willingness to gather together as one body of Christ. The young pastors very happy to work together, and so he said that anytime just call me to have a event like this. So such kind of the reflection we receive. And still we need to develop the local activities under the banner of PCLC, but we hope that naturally local pastors can come to know about the PCLC initiative. Initiative. I think that's all for past week from the New Zealand. Thank you.
Hey, thank you, Reverend Kenji, your activities. So family event is soon, 2 weeks. Fishing tournament is also going together, right? Preparation. I think if can make those really network or organization together with outside, that I think really good. So thank you, Reverend Kenji. Next, Reverend Santos, please.
Good afternoon, leaders. Thank you very much. For Fiji, we had a gathering of 12 people yesterday in the Peace Embassy. Basically, they were young leaders. It was good. I had a short chat with them. They're very inspired, and hope that it can be one of the best way for witnessing for our member in Fiji. Regarding UPF here in Sydney NSW, we are preparing for Living Fathers Award that will be held in the 2nd December. So we received 7 nominations. I'm planning to have the meeting together with our leaders, UPF leaders here in Sydney, in very soon date. That is all from my side. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Reverend Santos. Reverend Ito, please.
Okay, good afternoon, leader of Oceania. As far as the Marshall Island, as usual, we have main issue is Sunday service. And this time also we do Sunday service, but step by step, participant increasing. And also with Zoom from USA, some few start attending together. And also, as far as PCLC, I invited around 10 VIPs and politician, religious leader, and businessman. But I try to verify who attend, who and collect their information and impression, and I'll report to you later. And one of them I informed to the Reverend Mitchell in Hawaii. He is a national messiah, and he has a contact in the ACLC in United States. So same time, I tried now to cooperate together with him to contact Marshall is religious leader. Yeah, my son just attend the conference in Fiji, pass through Hawaii, he go back. On the way, he met Reverend Mitchell in Honolulu, Hawaii, and they have a good connection. So that we have more hope for this religious leader side. Anyway, as far as a little bit, if I give small report about Japan, actually, we have some we campaign for protect religious freedom. One of the great successful is in Fukuoka, recently happened. And there, who came is, kidnapped victim, our member who kidnapped victim, make testify how deprogrammer makes so badly treat them. And also some Buddhist monk also come to testify for religious freedom. And also our side positive lawyer also mentioned about legally, but government did it illegal. And also as a second generation positively testify, and also some of the member will testify in such a way. It's very good things happening. So, and this is more and more increasing to around in Japan, and also especially victory over communism is federation also now start campaign to different part of Japan. Yeah, this is fighting back. But in the parliament, what Prime Minister answered to the question, his answer is only, he said, to save they do their best to save the victim of unification church. But he said only this. Very terrible. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Reverend Ito. Next, Reverend City, please.
Hello, Reverend Yutaka and brothers and sisters, or leaders. Here in Samoa, we're doing 9 o'clock prayer for 1 hour for Japan at our Chanchimon prayer hall here. We and our hour is we do the prayer mothers prayer, and then individually each person, and we also try and share about our Japanese movement history, and also we used the names of the sisters who came. 60 sisters volunteered for Samoa. So we try and create an atmosphere where our hearts can link to Japan. And we are praying by name for people like Shinichi Tokunaga, is it? The legal representation. Yeah. And we are doing a reading of Divine Principle, some pages every prayer time. So we're doing this, joining with our global family, 40 days prayer for Japan. Even we start by singing Japanese song Shiawase and Akatombo to try and resonate our hearts with our Japanese family issue. In regards to the Tongyul Mudo, we are still waiting for Vanuatu to receive their uniforms, but Solomon Islands is going along very fast, and they are impatient, growing. They did promotion, new grading for the general class, and coming soon will be the grading for the school class, the New Hope Academy class. So I'm really grateful to our Solomon Tongilmudo leaders. Master Oscar is heading that up, and also with Dr. Hari and our main trainer there for the school is James. So really grateful for the ongoing progress there for the Tongilmudo Providence for Oceania. Dr. Jacinta Moreau and we've been working together. I'm mostly driving for her to visit schools. We are looking seriously at the HJ Character Education Pilot Project, looking at the beginning of next year, if we can find a righteous school system that can receive our character education aimed at, I think, year 9 and year 10 level. So we've been visiting the Catholic education system schools here and other church schools. Today we went to St. Mary's High School and also Falealili College. It's a rural college, but one of the very proactive tribal areas linked to one of my family, my tribal families is out in that area. So we're trying to find some schools that can take this pilot project. So we have, so Jacinta prepared 10, how do you say, approach books in regards to this HJ character ed. Looking at this new system that True Mother is promoting. Also, Potu Malosi, our peace project, we continue our work at the National University of Samoa, association building with about 5 different partners. We partnered with about 7 NGOs for the Mental Health Day recently, and we did promotions and gave some talks on Potu Malosi. Also, I showed our martial arts and explained about our other curriculum, which is the 4 Family Loves. Talking about sexuality in regards, one of the ladies belonging to the Goshen NGO, which is a mental health, kind of a live-in place where patients with mental health issues, they go to this. It's a Catholic place, Goshen NGO. So one lady she was a bit sensitive about talking about sexuality and such things, and she was a bit anyway, she didn't like us talking about those issues, and so she influenced another lady who was a single lady belonging to the Salvation Army. She's the local pastor of the Salvation Army. But yeah, they were a little bit offended about, the talking about sexuality and the mental health that comes from, sexual issues and problems. So anyway, they kind of backed off from partnership with us about that issue. But the funny thing is, it was my presentation that they got offended about. But the funny thing was, the people that I was talking to and with was the Coral Reef Academy. It's a NGO dealing with young American youth brought over to Samoa for rehabilitation. They're from rich families, but for some reason. They've been running this program for many years now, but they liked what I talked about. So, and they liked the martial arts element. So they actually invited us to work with them. So out of that little bit of, you know, rejection, or we got a plus from the coral reef to work together with them. Yeah, recently been working on upgrading our center here, our center home, tiling the place and making new toilets, etc. We feel like it's a witnessing time, and it's a nice place to bring young people and people to more and more. So we're very grateful for the upgrade. We're looking at new plastic chairs. So we're really grateful for our national messiahs here, the Moros, for helping out. And we are looking forward to the providence of UPA missionaries coming. So I sense and I feel as we prepare to work with these schools through the character education, or all these NGOs that we're partnering with, that we're just preparing for new growth. So it feels to me like that. Also, in terms of our funding here depends on our family members' wages, and including my son's scholarship fees in USP. So yeah, Yongwon is helping with his tithing from there. And also we just yesterday again affirmed Miwa's continuing contract with FAO, the UN FAO group there. Yeah. I think that's about it. But I can, our focus from all these positive young people that we're working with, I've shared with our group that at the bottom of the funnel, we want to start CARP. But CARP, as what it says, research of the divine principle. So that's our education bottom line for our membership. That's our focus, is to restart a CARP, but essentially just to teach divine principle. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Reverend Sedi. So really witnessing each nation, I think, different. So I think small island nation case, witness, then really better to send another country to train, like Fiji. Fiji sent to Solomon Island, or Solomon sent to America, because same country, sometimes not easy. So send and let them come back. I think this become strong commitment. So I think include that things, if can make a plan, is good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think.
for sure.
Yeah. Toin Mudo is also good to send another country, right? Yeah, thank you, Reverend Sedi. Mrs. Margaret, please.
Good afternoon, leaders. The outreach we're doing to the Filipinos, this is the third week of, it's online, of a third episode of Divine Principle, and about 5 people were watching. And so that is a good thing going. A follow-up with the current president, Tim has been diligent in sending messages. Their friends on Facebook And this current president is quite good in responding quickly to whatever Tim sent to him. So that's really a good sign. The recent one that Tim sent to him was the UPF interfaith talk by Frank Kaufman, making it clear of the difference between human rights at the UN and the United States Declaration of Independence. One being from the US is there is a God in that human rights declaration. The UN does not address the issue of God. So just to make it clear in understanding with what's going on in Japan. And immediately he really appreciated that talk. And also Tim sent to him, to the Minister of State and to him, the President, about the WFWP interview with Mrs. Horry. And that also the President responded that he appreciated that Tim reached out to the Minister of State in Palau. So that gives them informed of what's going on and learning more information. The former president who came to Chonchimwan prayer last month promised that every month on full moon he will come to pray. So this coming 29th is a full moon, so I'm intending to remind him of the prayer at Chonchimwan.
There is a
Also,
meaning of full moon in Palau?
a full moon, every full moon he will come to Chonchimwan to pray. There is some understanding of, the full moon is a high tide when all the blessings comes in. It's all connected, and he wants to be at the Chonchimwan to pray at that time.
Okay.
And also we've been reaching out to the Congress in Palau called Olvi Ragalulao, or OEK. There are 9 senators and 16 delegates. And the last presentation forum at the former UTS HAI was about Xi Jinping. So we sent this invite to all of them, and one of the delegates attended. And in that presentation was the mention, as you know, Dr. Ward was the big lecturer during the causa. So there were information offered in that forum about causa. And we're now following up with that delegate who attended the forum for HAI. And this morning there was a talk by Dr. Anderson regarding the sovereignty of individual sovereignty and social institutions, and basically, talking about the individual rights have to be protected by these 3 social institutions. We also invited the Congress. I got their emails from their offices, and we're now able to send directly to the Congress whenever there is a good forum going on the topic relating especially to their position as political leaders. Palau's government is patterned after the United States. 3 strong system, that is the executive, legislative, and Ministry of Justice. So they can relate to a lot of these things that are being talked about with regards to the United States. So we utilize that opportunity to inform them. And we got a feedback saying thank you so much for letting us know about these important topics. So this is one way to utilize all these forums going on to let our leaders know that such education is available, instead of hosting all the time, which costs money and as well as other things. Yeah, so that was it. As I mentioned earlier, we did outreach to the Bela Modaknye school, which is a traditional religion, as well as to the Catholic nuns and the priest. He's a Fijian priest in Palau, a Jesuit that we've been working with. He just couldn't get out of his obligations. So hopefully we can send them the recorded message later. We do all the time send it out to our regular contacts, the ambassador for peace for this PCLC, and President Johnson did respond that yes, he will watch it. So I haven't had a chance to follow up with him if he did and what portion. I mean, pretty much, we've introduced to Ambassador for Peace about mother's position as a begotten daughter. That's a non-issue at all. Especially for the Catholics, it's easy to connect to Mother Mary concept. But we're still working on our outreach with the PCC, the community college, and hopefully we'll get some traction with that. So that's it from us in Palau.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Margaret. Next, Reverend Stone, please.
Yes, good afternoon, Revenue Tucker and all leaders. Thank you so much for your investment in the PCLC, which was yesterday, a second anniversary. So we, as Revenue Tucker mentioned, we need to have follow-up reports. This is important. They're wanting to record how many people came and how many clergy were impacted. And so what you need to do is, if possible, get that report in by today. It doesn't have to be really detailed or anything, just any photos, of course, the numbers that came, if there were any clergy attending, who they were. If not, it's okay. Just list the numbers, the people who came. I want to thank Melbourne. Already you've sent your report in. I don't think Daniel is here, but he sent in a very good report. So we're still waiting for Solomon Islands. So I think we'll have to chase that up with Norman. They had a good event there. Auckland, we're waiting. Also Reverend Kenji. Sydney, Reverend John. Also report from Fiji, Reverend Santosh. I don't think anyone else did one, right? I think unless Marshall Islands, you have something there. The only other thing is I got a call this morning from Dr. Kittle. And also I spoke with Bishop Nelson Pavaz. So as you know, he attended from Australia, but representing Oceania in the Philippines. He had a terrific experience. And this morning, they had a session with Dr. Kittle, had breakfast together with Bishop Pavaz and spent 1 hour giving him PowerPoint presentation on the fall. So Dr. Kittle is developing materials for Christian leaders education. I posted that in the Oceania chat. You can see the nature of the PowerPoint. So yeah, that was really great. So he's very, very positive, very, very positive. Thank you. So thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Reverend Stone. Maimi, do you have something?
Love this special. Thank you.
Hey, Jenny, do you have something?
Good morning, Revenue Taka and all leaders. I just want to remind you for our bi-weekly reports, please send the activities for the past 2 weeks. and please include some testimonies and reflections. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Jenny. Okay, so thank you very much, everyone. So anyway, especially now international level and even international headquarters, there are so many problem, almost many problem in other country. That's why really they cannot see so much more bigger picture of future. But that's why I think those moment really we have to settle clearly our foundation in each place, how to really visit our member one by one again, or the ambassador for peace, educate again, use people, really try to settle again. I think those focusing on basic some foundation settlement, I think now really important time. Because surely more busy providences come toward 2025, 2027. And our Oceania case, once bigger providence come, I think all people have to focus then. We cannot do another things. This is really our capacity. That's why during this kind of time, really basic education or foundation or connection with, again, our blessed families, ambassador for peace, this really looks like not so much some special changing or development, but those foundation or connection with our members, brothers and sisters, or second generation, this really necessary. Otherwise, even bigger problems come, really we cannot focus or develop well. And together with finance, so almost we cannot expect another group or another person about finance. So really you have to think how to make our finance, right? Everywhere. I'm also every day thinking how to make money or develop. This financial is really difficult, but because of finance, if we cannot do providence, this is also a problem. That's why really how can make money, how can really utilize those things, really we have to think continuously. Now Solomon Island school try to build, but of course one time mother try to support, but you know the really Japan situation is disturbing many things. I think Japan side or another side try to send, but now really complicated everywhere. So everything is connected. We have to pray and the breakthrough one area. So really seriously think together. Really mother is also now difficult or heavy feeling all the time. So we pray and also work together. This is really necessary. So every day we watch the newspaper in Japan. Today also main Japanese media also put some one article top news. The Unification Church gave the big money to Trump or Pence. That's why they come or continuously using money for people or something like this. So really those negative news is, especially relating money, is coming continuously this time period. So really we have to overcome or find the solution those time. So now kind of the national level persecution of Japan, then this become also preparation for national level or world level blessing. So let's continuously pray for that. Okay, so thank you for joining today. And next Anshil is, I think, Vanuatu, maybe. So Abel, right? So Reverend John, please contact. I will also try to contact Abel.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so if there is nothing, then we can conclude our meeting. So Reverend Stone, can you for the closing prayer?
Sure, please join me in closing prayer. We thank you so much, our dearest Heavenly Parent, our beloved parents, for our weekly meeting, for our Oceania leaders. We can understand that every mission is putting in investment and hard work and heart with a strong faith to work for our beloved true parents in the particular nation. We understand also that in the worldwide foundation, it's a tough time. It's like Satan is putting in his full effort as much as he possibly can to damage us. But this is also a great opportunity for us because we want to show our mettle, we want to show our faith, we want to understand how we can unite better every day, centered on our true mother, centered on President Hori, Revenue Taka in the Oceania region, and work together, pray for each other, also support our Japanese members, in particular the missionaries who came out in numbers and invested so much of their lives in the Oceania region. We want to really send them our love and our greeting and our support to really stay strong. So once again, please continue to help us develop our school in the Solomon Island, our Tongmudo, character education projects, all the outreach to VIPs, political leaders, and so on everywhere. Also, the grassroots witnessing that's taking place, the UPA cadets, and so on. It's a great time for us to really unite, get out there and love our members and support the Grassroots Foundation. Once again, thank you for this beautiful meeting. Please be with and embrace every single mission, every single member throughout the Oceania region and around the world. I pray in the name of Greg and Ray Stone Central Family. Jew.
Jew. Okay, thank you, all leaders. Let's do our best. Thank you very much for everyone. Have a good day.
Thank you.